When we make an investment, we buy a day that we don't have to work. This quote is not mine, it's by Aya Laraya. But that being said, these days we've been working on the field more than usual, finishing up the rehab of one of our properties so that we can put it back on the market and have it rented as soon as possible. So this is what we did on day 7 of rehab. By day 7, the bigger jobs were all completed, more or less. So this is the part of the rehab when you're towards the end, when you're closer to the end, where everything gets a bit more frustrating simply because you would like to wrap things up and you realize that you might be missing this piece. Like, for example, we were missing the transitions to install in between the door entries. Or you have to retouch the last part of paint because the guy we worked with scratched the wall while he was moving out the remaining of his tools or the leftover materials. Or simply just things that you weren't able to finish before because other jobs needed to be done. So on day 7th, we took care of almost everything that was left by doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that. This particular property is about an hour drive from where we live. And on this occasion, we moved with our minivan, our beautiful, awesome, reliable 2000 Dodge Caravan minivan. This is my mom, who's using 2 buckets of paint as an armrest, and this is my wife, who's very shy and doesn't want to show herself. Perché non hai trucco oggi? Perché in genere ti posso far vedere. And so I had to trick her into it so that I could show her face. And the gentleman next to my mom is my 89 years old grandpa. They're visiting from Italy. Today we moved with the minivan, and in the minivan we have the 3rd row of seats, which we did not use in this occasion because my father remained home since he had to take a few online classes. And that forced us to, the 3rd row of seats, forced us to give up a lot of space in the back, so that's why my mom is using 2 buckets of paint as a armrest. We got to the house at around 9:15 and Nope! Before getting to the house, we actually picked up the new fridge, but I'm not used to vlogging yet, so I completely forgot to record any clip of it. So we went to this store, Appliance King. So shout out to Appliance King, family-owned business just like ours. And we picked up the fridge, and they were about to deliver exactly in the same location we needed the fridge to be delivered. So we picked it up quickly, and they delivered it within the next few hours while we were at the property. So let's go back. So as I was saying earlier, we got at the house at around 9:15 a.m. and as soon as we got there, we divided our tasks and we busied ourselves with whatever was left to do. I'm not going to bore you with all the single steps we took and all the little tasks and jobs we dealt with. We didn't even document them all for various reasons, among which we don't have a crew. So every time that we record something, one of us has to stop working, thus is not producing. And then, you know, it becomes just boring to walk you through every single steps, unless we were doing videos that were how to do a certain thing. We finished to paint the outside. We dealt with some plumbing challenges, nothing major, but I really despise plumbing, and so I didn't enjoy that part. My mom started cleaning, and then I was dealing with the outside of the back porch, where yeah, I had to remove this metal piece, and we'll see what we're gonna do about that in the future. And finally, which is, you know, at the end of the day, towards the end of the day, I was able to dedicate myself to one of the activities that I like the most, which is gardening, pruning one of the trees. So, and then after all this, before heading back, of course, we stopped by Home Depot. 8:08 p.m. We are at Home Depot. It was a good day, another good productive day at the house. Probably the last one, actually not the last one, the one before the last one. We have one more day of rehab, and then we'll be able to put the house on the market for rent, of course. And yeah, so now we're here getting some cleaning tools, because the next day we'll finish up a few things, and then the ladies will help us with the cleaning. Actually, I'm going to be helping with the cleaning as well if necessary. But yeah, so we're ready.
This video has been brought to you
by us at
Real Estate Helpful Solutions.
We buy houses, helping people.
To find out more about how we can be of help, text or call us at 727-366-6916 or send us an email at the email address you see in the photo.
And now, thanking you all for the time you've dedicated to our content yet again, and inviting you to comment just to let us know what you think about what we're doing and how we share what we're doing. Subscribing to the channel, sharing this content if you find it valuable. Let's close today's vlog as usual, reading one of Abraham's cards. Today's card says, "Welcome to planet Earth. You are here to seek joy." That's something I should remember. Joy is the utmost goal, you know. Too often I tend to focus on tasks that I impose to myself, and I lose the enjoyment of doing them. I don't do them with any fun. So we're here to seek joy. That's why I keep on reading these cards myself. That's how I start my journaling, by writing down what I get out of these cards. So if we were talking to you on your first day here, we would say, welcome to planet Earth. There is nothing that you cannot be or do or have. And your work here, your lifetime career, is to seek joy. Nothing else is more important than that. Because as Bill Hicks says, Bill Hicks is a cool stand-up comedian. Stand-up comedian? How do you say it, Kichi? Stand-up comedian. Comedian, stand-up comedian. You see, I need the backstage here to fix up my English. But anyhow, nothing to do with Hester and Jerry Hicks. Bill Hicks has nothing to do with them, but he was very outspoken and enlightened. So I invite you to look him up and enjoy his humor. And he used to say that life is just a ride, so we should enjoy this ride. Anyhow, the card continues by saying, as you think thoughts that feel good to you, you will be in harmony with who you really are. Harmony. It's all about harmony, joy and harmony. And in doing so, you will utilize your profound freedom, because we would feel free to do whatever we enjoy. That's why joy should be our paramount, should be our utmost priority, as I said earlier. Seek joy first, and all of the growth that you could ever imagine will come joyously and abundantly onto you. Guys, what else can I add to these words of Abraham Hicks? I just encourage you to look up Abraham Hicks content should you be in line, in harmony with these vibrations, with these teachings. And I'll see you on the next vlog, reminding you to be better with books. Improve your thinking by reading to improve. I know that lately we haven't been talking much about books. We've just been sharing how we've been applying what we've been learning through books, but most of our content on the channel is around the knowledge we've been extracting from books. So we'll see you on the next one, and be better with books.
This is just a ride.